Right, hi guys, so this video I'm going to look at top 10. It's going to be slightly alternative ways to make money over winter, so I'm not including gardening type work, although we'll touch upon it just now. So when it comes to winter, the first thing you want to do is try and extend the season a little bit with your existing customers and with new customers. So what does that actually mean? Well, it might mean doing an extra week or two of grass cuts when you think it might be kind of stopping and slowing down. You can probably get another week's worth in there, and you can kind of play it to the customer as though you're kind of just like doing one last tidy up, so getting hoovering kind of, the twigs and leaves up off the lawn and kind of doing a final winter tidy up. And you can pick and choose which gardens you do that in. It might not be applicable to all gardens, but you can there's definitely room, I imagine, certainly is with my gardens, to extend that by an extra week or two. Another good tip is when you're getting jobs, so this is filmed in September now, the end of September, so when you're getting new inquiries, I'm trying to kind of not force them, try and persuade them to put the job back to kind of November, December, and potentially even January and February, depending on the type of job. And most people, if you commit to doing it, most people are happy to accommodate. So that's another good one. So I look after hedges as well. Obviously, certain hedges by themselves, and I'm putting them back to kind of November, December. Obviously, other good gardening jobs, leaf clearance is huge this time of year. Pruning. General kind of tidy ups, stump removal, tree removal. Obviously make sure your insurance allows for that kind of work, chainsaw work and that type of thing. So they're big kind of gardening jobs that we all really should be doing this kind of year. But you might get into winter and just want the rest, so I bang on about this all the time. So every month I put any surplus money away each month to make a winter fund. So any work that does come in during the winter, I kind of see it as bonus money, and I don't actively push things, and I just have a bit of a rest, take some time off, because we all work hard, so we all need it really. We'll get into this top 10 now. So it's an alternative top 10, and it's going to go 10 down to 1, with 1 being what I consider kind of the best way of making money that might give you the most kind of income. And these are just ideas, stuff to get you thinking. I've done 1 or 2 on the list, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So number 10, you might not want to do it, but there's plenty of temp jobs going at this time of year, kind of especially in December into January, with all the January sales and stuff. Delivery jobs, that sort of thing. So if all else fails, really, you might be able to get a temporary job. So not exciting, but that's the reality sometimes. Number 9, this is something which I always think is quite appealing, but I never quite get round to doing it, is kind of making planters and kind of holly wreaths, Christmas sort of door decorations, that kind of thing. Really a kind of, I guess the Christmas decorations obviously stop after Christmas, but you can certainly, and I know people who do this, make planters, and if you've got the space to store them, great. You can kind of take custom requests as well, if you're into DIY and stuff like that. So that might be an enjoyable thing. So number 8. Now I enjoy doing this, but not many people do, and that might be a reason why you could get work, is being kind of an odd job man for flat pack furniture. So yeah, something I personally enjoy, but a lot of people do here, so that could be a good one. Number 7, putting up winter decorations, Christmas decorations. Obviously people don't like to go up on ladders. That could be an easy one to make a little bit of money on, and obviously that's up until Christmas, but then they've got to get taken down again, so that could go into January. So that could be a nice easy one. Number 6, you could do kind of greenhouse maintenance, shed maintenance, but really you shouldn't really paint during the winter when it's too cold, but certainly greenhouse maintenance. So if you need to kind of replace any smashed panels, obviously clean them, kind of insulate them as well if people are growing stuff inside them. So that could be a kind of few different kind of areas you could go into there. bases might need repairing, you know, that kind of thing. So number 5, so a lot of people watching this will have a van, so you could be like a man in a van kind of thing, doing deliveries, collections. You know, there's on local sites are brilliant for this. Just on Facebook, just there's always someone wanting someone with a van, and you know, it's ideal really, and it'd be up to you kind of how far you'd want to travel and things like that, but you have to double check your insurance allows for this as well. Number 4, I'd say probably most of us will know people in other trades, so to be honest, I don't know exactly what other trades do around kind of winter time. Some probably go slack and others might pick up a bit, I'm not sure, but you could kind of put yourself out there as just a general labourer, and kind of offer your services that way, and just kind of help out where you can, and you know, I dare say you might get a little bit of work for that if you just kind of put the feelers out there and make yourself available. You know, that could be pretty decent and just be enough to see you through, you know, for a couple of months. So number 3, and this is something that I am starting to do this year. I've got a handful of jobs so far booked in, and this is something that I'm going to be doing in January and February, and that's just gutter clearances. Now, I've got no equipment. I'm just saying I'm doing bungalows and kind of conservatories because I don't want to go up at height and do it, you know, without gear. Just be literally getting my hand in there and getting the crap out. So I've got a couple of jobs this year. I've got a few customers who said I'll get you in for next year to do that. So I'm hoping in the next few years I'll have almost kind of another little mini round kind of built up once a year. So that could potentially be quite lucrative, and yeah, as I say, one that I'm actually trying out this year. So number 2 is, if you're kind of that way inclined, DIY and stuff like that, is fencing, repairs and stuff like that. You know, this might not be for everyone, but if you can get the work, you know, and I do know people who do this, you know, you can earn a decent little bit of money, and that can obviously be extended throughout the year. It doesn't have to be through the winter, so that could be something, you know, another string to add to your bow type of thing. So that could be, you know, if you can do that, really worth exploring. Number 1, this is something I did for the first couple of years, and it really did see us through. I've kind of knocked it on the head now because it's the gardening side really took off, and that's jet washing, pressure washing, so driveways and stuff like that. You can earn some really good money, and I think I paid about 350 quid ish. So just a basic one really, jet wash. It was a Wilks, whatever it was, 750i, I'm not sure, but there's obviously loads you can get. That is also something you can do throughout the year, but as I say, I kind of knocked it on the head because the gardening just took off and went a bit silly, so I didn't kind of, because you have to put away a chunk of time to do that, because you kind of just, obviously depending on the size of the drive, but I found it's obviously a messy job, and I just didn't particularly like it. I'd rather concentrate on the gardening side, but there's some serious money to be made in jet washing, you know, if you're good at it and do it properly and get the right equipment as well. So yeah, that's the list. Is there any more you want to add in the comments? It'd be great to read through. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.